Now let's check in with Trudy McIntosh in Canberra. Trudy, unions are pushing the Morrison government to include support for casual workers in the coronavirus stimulus package to be released this week. Do we know much more?
Well, we don't know the full details of this package. It's still being finalised by the senior members of the Morrison government, but they have given a clear indication that business is going to be the focus of where they target this package. They believe that measures to help get them through this coronavirus crisis is the best way to target this stimulus funding. Now, there has been a push, though, from union groups publicly that the Morrison government needs to consider the role of casual workers here, that so many casual workers, millions of Australians rely on casual employment, and if they're forced to go into self-isolation, they won't get paid for their time off work. Here was the ACTU Secretary Sally McManus and also the Treasurer on whether this is on the cards.
Hopefully employers will pay people, but they're under no obligation to. And this is what we're really worried about. We're worried that these workers will have to choose between feeding themselves, paying the bills, or going to work. And other countries face the same problem, and what they've done is put in special measures to make sure these workers get sick leave during the dealing with this crisis.
But our goal here is to get a cooperative workplace where businesses obviously need to be flexibility during this time, and employees, we want to feel confident about their job security. So we're going to be working with both employer and employee groups over the coming days and weeks and months to ensure that everyone is getting the best possible support.
There should be a greater detail we see tomorrow. The Industrial Relations Minister, Christian Porter, will be meeting with the unions and also business groups tomorrow in Sydney to talk about this coronavirus crisis, and you'll be sure that the ACTU will raise that casual workers issue tomorrow. In terms of the time frame on when we will see this multi-billion-dollar stimulus package announced, the Budget Raiser Gang will put these proposals to Cabinet tomorrow, and then we are expecting to hear the final package released later this week. In terms of the backbench, though, there have been some of them quite vocal about the coronavirus and the panic purchasing that we've been seeing for things like toilet paper. Barnaby Joyce says there certainly isn't a reason to panic. Here he was.
I want to see something that takes the fear factor from up here to a caution and prudence factor of around about here. Look, it's tragic. We've had over 3,000 deaths globally, but you need about 30 to 40 times that number to equate to the deaths from snakebite. Yet people are not going down the shops, running the place out of shotgun shells, compression bandages and anti-venene. People are still walking through the long grass. We've got to make sure we get a reality check here. All the toilet paper going, what are they doing? I've worked out that they're going to wet themselves, wrap it around them, walk down Martin Place or get on a train. No one will go near them. They won't catch anything, not even a movie, because they look like they belong in a psych ward.
So Barnaby Joyce there, trying to put this into a bit of context, but his colourful contribution, Annalise, surely isn't the government's main line today.
No doubt. Trudy McIntosh live there from Canberra.